Hi, I'm Mark from L&M Small Engines. Today we're working on a McCulloch generator. It's a FG5700AK. They had gas in it. Gas got old. Got the gas all cleaned out of the tank. So now we're going to clean the carburetor and stuff out. See if we can't get this going. So hope you enjoy the video. Okay, we'll go ahead and take the air filter cover off. Looks like an 11 horse motor on here. Looks like some 8mm nuts. Like there's 3 on each side. Then we got 2 10mm ones here, and there's one in the back too. We gotta take off. Take out that vent tube so we can get to that. And these 2 are 10mm. I got a little cup, put all my stuff in there so I don't lose it. And there's a flat washer, a lock washer in each one of them. And back over on this side here, there's on the back side of the base of the air filter, a little 10mm nut back here. I'll come back over here. This should come off. There we go. We got a gasket here. Be careful so you don't break that. We got this automatic choke set up here. You have a pull button, but this here, it's vacuum operated. This hose right here, a little clip rod goes in. Undo that clip there and get it out of that hole there. And there we go. That way you don't have to unhook all the vacuum lines and stuff like that. And we got a gasket here. Now we got to undo the fuel line, and we'll take the governor linkage off. So on these chokes things, just unhook that clip, then you can pop that out of there. And you leave it all together. We just pull the carburetor out of ways, turn it, unhook the governor linkage in the spring, and there you go. It comes right out. I'm gonna spray some carburetor cleaner on this before we tear it apart. Okay, you need a 10mm to pop that bowl off. There's a bunch of junk in the bottom. See on that needle has that ring around there. Wipe that off. Clean it off really good. And then when you put it back together, if it leaks, you have to put a new needle in there, but it's just a rubber tip. Just clean it off really good. It's nice and soft, so it should work. And over here we gotta take this idling bolt that higher or lowers your idle. We gotta take it out and pop that out to get the pilot jet out of there. Want to clean that too. So when I take this off, these are generators. These are preset to run at a certain speed. But if this carburetor's on something else, you just look on the back and see how far that screw is hanging out. So when we put it back together, you have somewhat of an idea of where it is. But on generators, they're set to the speed to produce the 115, 120 volts. So we'll just take that off, and this here is just pressed in there. So let's go like this and pop it right out. And there's some O-rings here. Make sure the O-rings, there's one here and one here. Make sure the O-rings are in good shape. There's a little jet right in here. So on these pilot jets, there's 2 big holes in the side. Plug one up, spray carburetor, clean this out. There should be a nice fine stream coming off that top. See that nice stream coming out? That means that jet's nice and clean. So I'm going to take this and boil it out on the ultrasonic cleaner. Okay, we got the carburetor in boil. Go ahead and stick it in there. It ain't really that dirty, so I'll probably put it on 15, 20 minutes. Okay, just got out of the cleaner. Looks like a new carb again. So we already cleaned the pilot jet out, or idler jet, whatever you want to call it. We'll slide it in there. Press it down. Take an idle adjuster screw. That's what holds it into place. And I'll screw it back to where it was about before, but like I said before, it really don't matter in that generator. About right there. Okay, I gotta wipe that tip of that needle off, so I'm gonna try it. And if it leaks, I'm just gonna put a new needle in there, but I think the rubber is nice and soft, so I think it's gonna work just good. And on this drain plug here, it's usually opposite of where the fuel inlet goes, and just a little bit towards the choke. That way it's easy to get to. Make sure that gasket's good. Go ahead and tighten her down. Now we're ready to put it back together again. So we'll stick this on the bolts a little ways. Grab our governor linkage. Then our little spring. A little hole for it on the side here. I have to get a new needle nose. Getting wore out. It's not tight on the end like it's supposed to be. And just kind of rebend it over so it don't fall out. Push it in. I'll grab one of our gaskets, and this big hole goes on that hole up there, so that hole lines up. I'll grab this. Set on this pin right here. We gotta put it back in that hole and put that little clip back on there. Just be careful because that piece is plastic. Now we gotta put that black clip back on. Put it until it clicks into place. And we'll put our other gasket on. Like that. You know that automatic choke's working now. Before it was open, but now it's shut, so. I'm gonna put that nut on the back and the bottom here, just get it started so this plate don't fall off. There. Now these front ones, we had that flat washer and lock washer on there. Make sure you put them on. Flat washer, lock washer, and the nut. Get them snugged up. Let's put that vent tube back in there. Just like that. I'm going to tighten up this nut in the back here on the bottom. Okay, I'm not going to put none of this stuff on right now. I'm going to check the oil, make sure it's clean and full. And I'm going to pop out the spark plug, check that, and put gas in it. And make sure there's no gas run out of it. If that gas run out of it, we're going to put a new needle in there. So I put this stuff on right now until we make sure it's not leaking. The oil dipstick is over here. It has a sensor, so when the oil's low, it's not gonna run, it's gonna quit. Well, it's nice clean oil, looks like it's almost like brand new. Probably bought it, used it once or twice, and probably been sitting. And the spark plug over on the other side over here. We'll pop that out and look at it. Make sure it was burning good and everything. And that's a 13/16 spark plug in there. And if the oil was dirty or something, I would have changed it, but that oil looks really good. Generators really don't get used that much unless you're out fixing fence or something. But when people buy generators for storms coming and stuff, they'll get a generator, fill it full of gas, and use it once or not use it all and forget about it. And that's when the gas gets old and gives you all that trouble. I'm gonna put a new plug in there. It don't look like it was burned that bad, but it needs a new one. With the plug that usually comes out with these, it's like a generic plug. But I like using NGKs, and the NGK for this particular one is a BPR4ES. Too big of hands getting in here. Go ahead and snug it up. Make sure this clicks when you push it on, so you know it's on there all the way. Well, let me go get some premium fuel. Okay, put some gas in there and just keep an eye on this here. Looks nice and dry in there. And so we'll turn the switch on, pull this rope, see if it starts. And we'll put the rest of the air filter back on after that. See, make sure there ain't no switches on the generator heads. Sometimes they have on-off switches on them, but this one don't. Well, that thing purrs like a kitten. What I'm going to do, we're going to put this all back on, and I'm going to shut the gas off, let all the gas run out of the gas line, all the gas out of the carburetor. Then I'm going to drain the tank, because you don't know when they're going to use it, and I'm going to tell them when they pick it up that there's no gas in there. We'll tell them it runs, and if they put gas or it don't run, they can bring it back. But that way, if you forget about it, you won't have old gas, and when you need it, just put fresh gas in there and go. So let's go ahead and get this finished putting together. And these here, there's 3 on each side. That's some 8mm. And I'm going to start up one more time, and we'll plug something in, make sure the generator head's working good. Okay, I'm going to blow this out. On the foam filters, it won't hurt to put a little bit of oil on there. I like using this K&N filter oil. You don't need that much. And I'll work it all in. But don't spray oil on them pre-filters like on riding lawnmowers and stuff, because it'll soak in the paper filters. And it'll act like the choke is on. Okay, let me go find a drill or something, and we'll start it back up. Make sure the generator head's working. Okay, found a drill. Let's start this thing back up again. Turn the switch on, make sure the fuel's on. We got to turn the gas off. We'll let the gas burn out of the carburetor. There, from the fuel shut off all the way to the carburetor, the bowl is totally out of gas now. So gas is not going to sit in the carburetor. And I'm just going to hook the hose from the fuel shut off. I didn't put that much in there and just drain out so it's nice and clean. So when you want to use it, put gas, if you buy a generator, don't put gas in it till you need it. That way you don't worry about the gas getting old. Anyways, hope this video helped you out. If you like my videos, please press the like button and please subscribe. Anyways, you guys have a good afternoon.